Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you guys another drag inspired look. This is definitely on the softer side. You can tell my contour's not nearly as harsh. My eye makeup is, other than the cat eye, it's really not that heavy. If y'all want to see what this natural drag look is about, definitely stay tuned.
Starting with the BB 5-in-1 Advanced Cream Shadow from BareMinerals, you know the drill on that. NYX Milk Pencil, we're going to pop that in the center and on that brow bone, the places where I'm going to have the lightest color. And you know I like to blend that out with my finger. I don't prefer to use a brush. And we're just going to pat that out. Then I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca palette, and I'm going to use one of her beautiful blooming shades. And we're going to throw that down in the crease so that whenever I go to add this soft cut crease, it's not going to be too harsh. Then I'm taking my Super White by Benai and I'm packing that on my tear duct and then also my brow bone. When I'm doing these soft looks, I don't like to use any harsh colors first. Now I'm going to go in there and cut that crease with that beautiful cool tone brown. And I'm going to use my crown brush, tapered crease brush I believe is what it's called. And we're going to start to really define that fake crease where I prefer my crease to be whenever I'm doing drag. I raise the inside part quite a bit, you can tell, almost over it to my brow bone. And then I really drag it down. I'm going to go in there and blend that out some more with that other shade from her palette. Now we're going to take a darkest brown, and we're going to really define that crease, the exterior, and then drag it into the inside. Then I'm going to go in there with my tapered crease brush I was just using, whatever's left on there, and I'm actually going to buff that in a little bit more, just kind of windshield wiper, small circular motions. And then I'm going to go back in there and build up that brown again, buff the brown out, so there's no harsh lines. And we're going to go in with that blending color, and we're going to buff out right above the cut crease. This is a very soft cut crease, but we're going to blend out right above. Then I'm going to take my Kat Von D liner. I believe this is her tattoo liner. Let me see. No, this is her ink liner. There's no way her tattoo liner makes that pretty of a line. This is her ink liner. You can see I wear a thick cat eye when I do drag. I mean a thick cat eye. I cover almost my entire eyelid so that they can look even. So I cut my wing first, and then I go in there with a regular waterproof gel liner or pencil of some kind. And you can see, because I've done this so much, I can seriously just draw my cat eye on my lid. Before, it used to take me forever and I'd have to get a brush and perfect it. But you can see, because I'm familiar with the way my skin tugs on and pulls, I can almost get that cat eye with just that pencil. I really don't have to go back in there and clean it up too much now, but you can always use a angled liner brush to get those edges as perfect as possible. And then I just fill the rest in with that same brush, and then we're going to go in there and set that entire eyelid with the black shadow. Because I have a hooded lid, it tends to crease really black. We're going to take my Kat Von D setting spray, spray the face all over before. Then I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever their orange primer, and I'm actually going to color correct my beard with the primer first. Then I'll go in there and color correct it with my concealer, OCC Grandma concealer, and now I'm going to buff that on to further color correct. We're just going to build that right up on top of my blue ashy gray tone facial hair. I feel like this time around it really got neutralized out. Then I'm going to take my Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer, my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder Foundation to set my facial hair area so that the creams don't mix. Then I'm going to use my Estee Lauder Double Wear in a discontinued shade, unfortunately, but I'll find a new one when I run out. And we're just going to press that into the beard area. I do not buff. I only will buff around the outside, nowhere where I put that powder while I buff. You'll notice I just press it into the skin so that I don't mix the orange with the foundation. And we're just going to keep making me more beautiful. The more makeup I put on, the more pretty I am. Just kidding, but I do like to put on a cake face. And I'm going to go in with my Amazon contouring palette. Of course, like always, you can check out my Amazon link to find the exact palette I used. And I'm starting with a very soft contour color. Remember, I'm going for more of a natural drag style. So I am very softly starting to build that color. Of course, you know me, I'm going to go in there and chisel out that cheek later. But for beginners, I'm only going to go with about 1, maybe 2 shades darker to softly contour that face. We're going to go in there and sketch out that nose. snatch, snatch, snatch. And then that jawline as well. Like always, I just knock off the back part of my jaw. That's probably the biggest thing. But a little bit of a strong jaw I have, I just knock it off. Then I'm going with the darkest. And this is where the shadow really starts to take effect. I'm taking it very softly. It's very ashy colored. So it really creates a pretty gray shadow tone. Just contouring everywhere where I just contoured. Then I'm taking that color I just pointed to. And we're going to blend that out actually with my foundation brush. And I'm just pressing that into the skin, so that there's a seamless blend. Then I'm going to take my Glamoflauge concealer in shade Fair, and we're going to start to work that under the eye. And then upside down triangle motion, we're going to really make that nose look skinny. And then I will use it to actually clean up my wing right here. Ready? And now it's beautiful. Same thing on the other side. Brush a little bit down the bridge of the nose. I do use the skinnier side of the brush. I flip it like the thinnest way. I brush a little bit on the forehead. I have a giant forehead, so I try not to highlight it too much. And this is my favorite part. This is what really I feel like makes my face look way more like rounded, or this is where I can really alter it. I'm highlighting underneath my contour to really shape those cheekbones. I'm gonna take my Rimmel Stay Matte, set my entire face. I'm gonna take my Fair by Benai and set my under eye. And then what I'm doing now is I'm going with that CoverGirl contouring color. This is a forever old color, but I love it. And I'm going to go in there and contour on top of all those powders. Then I'm going to be taking my NYC Color Whale, and I love this blush. I've been wearing this blush actually for over 4 years now. Ever since I started doing drag, this is probably one of my favorite ones. It's so freaking pink, but I love pink blush on me. Like, it's just my favorite. It's one of the only blushes I like. I'll wear other ones, but I love pink. Then I'm going in there, blending that out with my contour brush. NYX Illuminator. They're ready for this. Ready, 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 ready. Bam! I look plastic. Oh god, this highlighter is life. You can really pack it on if you're going out for a day-to-day basis, unless you're darker complected and you're not as fair as I am. I really wouldn't recommend it because it is super gold casted on the skin, and that's the only downside, is that it's really hard to blend out. But for video, for going out, for pictures, ugh, it is to die for. And you could wear it on a daily basis, even if you are fair. You probably just don't want to put on nearly as much as I did. Then we're going to take that Kat Von D palette again, and I'm very softly defining the under eye. I notice when I do more of a natural drag, if I keep all the focus on the top and just very subtly define the lash line, it looks a little better, on my personal opinion. Then I'm going to go with the NYX Milk Pencil, and we're going to line that inner line so that I have a really big open-eyed effect. Then I'm going to set that with the powder from Benai, super white. And I'm going to brush a little bit on the tip of my nose. Dust away any of that excess fair that I had setting under my eyes with that super white, and I'm brightening them just a little bit further. And a little bit on the forehead too. Clean up that jawline. I'm going to go do my lashes, brows, and lips, and I'll be back.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to like and comment below and let me know down in that comment section what else you guys are wanting to see. Be sure that you subscribe and share so that your friends can see these videos as well. And remember, it's your life. Make it beautiful.